Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. 54, stop! Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
59,
They'll run on 1st down. Hawkins. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Colts had 8 and 6 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox, and he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and it comes 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you get them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On first down, it's Hawkins. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
3 tight ends up front here. Third and goal. Play action. Ryan rolling to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
26-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead,
and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out as they have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw again on second down, Ryan. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ryan will throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd and 1. Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Chargers 21, Colts 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now Ryan. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
The score, Chargers 28, Colts 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Now Ryan on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw again on second down, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Ryan. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Daquan Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. Well, this one complete to Doolin. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Ryan. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Let's go now.
Herbert now. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Chargers 35, Colts 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 56 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the... A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play action. It's Ryan. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Joey Bosa leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hey! 21!
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to the same target, Campbell. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown!
Mike Williams,
30 yards.
and the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Chargers 42.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Eckler.
To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 16, Herbert. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
No, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a cart.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Caught by Allen. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Chargers 56, Colts 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ooh, the juke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They go play action with Ryan. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits his front seven.